The scream came from the mirror. It wasn't a small scream. It was loud, sharp, and filled the whole house. The sound made Emma drop her phone. The glass of the big mirror in front of her began to shake. She stepped back, eyes wide. Inside the mirror, her reflection was still standing, but it wasn't moving the same way she was. It tilted its head slowly, eyes black, mouth open wide. Then the reflection screamed again. The light bulb above her popped. The room went dark. The mirror glowed faint red, like there was a fire burning behind the glass. Emma's heart pounded so fast she could feel it in her throat. Her best friend, Jake, had been standing next to her only a second ago. Now he was gone. His phone lay on the floor, the screen cracked. "Jake?" she whispered. No answer. Only her reflection smiled, a slow, wide smile that didn't belong to her. Then everything went still. The mirror stopped glowing. The air turned cold. And deep inside the glass, the smile faded away. That was the night it screamed. But the story didn't start there. 3 weeks earlier, Emma never thought anything strange could happen in her aunt's small thrift shop. It was a cozy place on the corner of a quiet street, filled with old clocks, teacups, and lamps that barely worked. The smell of old wood and perfume hung in the air. On that gray Friday morning, the bell above the door jingled. A man stepped in. He was tall, pale, and wore a long black coat even though it wasn't cold outside. He didn't look around. He walked straight to the back where the largest items were kept. Emma watched him. Something about him made her stomach feel weird. He stopped at a big object covered in a gray sheet. "You're selling this?" he asked softly. Her aunt nodded. "Just came in from an estate sale." "Pretty thing, right?" The man's eyes didn't move. "Be careful with it," he said. His voice was low, almost like a warning. Then he turned and left the shop without another word. Emma frowned. "That was strange," she said. Her aunt smiled. "People say all kinds of things here. Go ahead, take the cloth off. Let's see what we've got." Emma pulled the sheet away, sending a puff of dust into the air. Underneath was a tall, beautiful mirror with a dark wooden frame carved with flowers and faces. It looked expensive but old, like it had been in someone's family for 100 years. She wiped the surface clean and stared into it. For a moment, she saw herself clearly, brown hair, freckles, and the shop shelves behind her. Then, for a split second, she thought she saw someone standing behind her reflection. A tall, dark shape. She turned around fast. Nothing was there. When she looked back, the shadow was gone. Her aunt laughed. "Don't spook yourself, sweetheart." Emma didn't sleep that night. Every time she closed her eyes, she saw the mirror glowing in the dark. She could still hear that soft whisper calling her name, Emma, like someone trapped behind the glass. By morning, she was pale and jumpy. When her aunt walked into her room, Emma quickly pulled her blanket over the mirror. "Why is it covered?" her aunt asked, smiling. Emma forced a laugh. "Oh, I just don't like seeing my reflection first thing in the morning." Her aunt chuckled. "Fair enough." Then she left for work, leaving Emma alone. As soon as the door closed, Emma turned to the mirror. The blanket was still in place, but she could see the faint outline of light underneath it, as if the mirror itself was glowing again. She took a deep breath and pulled the blanket away. Nothing happened. It was just her reflection staring back at her. Still, something about her reflection's eyes looked wrong. They seemed darker than usual. She waved her hand once. Her reflection waved back a second later. That delay made her heart skip. She stepped back, trying to convince herself it was her imagination. She had stayed up all night. That must be why everything felt strange. She turned on some music, opened her window, and let the sunlight in. The normal sounds of cars and birds made her feel better. For a while, she forgot about the mirror. Then Jake showed up. He knocked on her window, holding 2 iced coffees. "Morning, zombie," he joked. "You look like you've seen a ghost." Emma rolled her eyes. "You're not funny." "Come on, what happened?" Jake asked, stepping inside. She sighed. "You'll think I'm crazy." "Try me." She told him everything. The whisper, the reflection, the glow. Jake's smile faded a little, but he didn't look scared. "It's probably just some weird echo from the street," he said. "Mirrors don't talk." I know what I heard, she whispered. Emma stood frozen, staring at the mirror. Her throat felt tight. Her chest ached. Jake was gone, just gone. The room smelled like burnt air, and the mirror, once glowing red, was now cold and silent. Jake, she screamed, banging on the glass. Come out. Jake, please. Her reflection looked back at her, copying every movement except one. The reflection's eyes didn't blink. They just stared straight into her, wide and hollow. Tears filled her eyes. She grabbed her phone with shaking hands and tried to call him, but the call went straight to voicemail. His phone was still on her floor. Her aunt ran in moments later, wearing her nightgown. Emma, what's happening? Why are you yelling? Emma turned, trembling. He's gone. Who's gone? Jake, the mirror. He was right here and then. Her aunt looked around. Emma, stop. You're scaring me. Emma pointed at the mirror. It screamed, he's in there. Her aunt sighed, trying to stay calm. Honey, you've been tired and stressed. Maybe he just went home. Emma shook her head. He didn't go home. The mirror, she turned back to it. The crack that had glowed red before was now faint, almost invisible. Her aunt touched her shoulder gently. We'll figure this out tomorrow, okay? Get some rest. But Emma didn't sleep. She sat on her bed all night, watching the mirror in silence. Every sound in the house made her jump. The hum of the fridge, the ticking of the clock, the creak of the floorboards. By sunrise, her eyes burned from not blinking. She felt watched, even when she turned away. The police came that morning. Mrs. Green, her aunt, told them Jake had gone missing after visiting the house. The officers asked questions, checked every room, and even searched outside. Are you sure he was here last night? One of them asked Emma gently. Yes, she said. He was right here, standing in front of the mirror. Then the light flashed and he was gone. The officer looked at the mirror. That one. Emma nodded. He tapped. Emma woke up on the floor, her head pounding. For a moment, she didn't know where she was. The air felt heavy, and her room was darker than it should have been. Her phone light flickered beside her. She turned toward the wall. The mirror stood there quietly, its surface calm again. But she didn't see her reflection. The glass was foggy, like it was covered with a thin layer of smoke. Jake, she whispered. No sound. Her hands shook as she picked up her phone and opened the camera to record. The lens caught a faint outline inside the mirror, two figures standing side by side. Emma leaned closer. Her heart stopped. One figure was Jake. The other was her. But the version of her inside the mirror didn't move the same way she did. It just stared with empty eyes and a slow, strange smile. Emma took a step back. This isn't real, she whispered. It can't be real. Then, behind her, something whispered back, soft and close to her ear. It's real. Emma spun around, shining her flashlight, but no one was there. The room was empty. She turned back to the mirror. Now her reflection was normal again. Her face, her eyes, everything looked fine. For a few seconds, she thought she had imagined it. But then her reflection blinked. The night was cold and silent. Even the wind outside had stopped. Emma stood at her bedroom window, staring at the mirror down the road. It was still standing there, facing her house like it was watching. The longer she looked, the more she was sure it had moved closer, just a little bit closer each time she blinked. She shut the curtains and sat on the floor, hugging her knees. Her heart wouldn't calm down. It's just my mind, she whispered to herself. It can't move. It's just a mirror. But deep down, she didn't believe that anymore. The air inside her room felt colder than outside. She could see her breath fogging in front of her face. Her phone suddenly lit up on its own. The screen flickered, and a video began to play. It was her own phone camera, the one she'd used to record the mirror. At first, she saw herself sitting on her bed from a few nights ago. But after a few seconds, the recording changed. The camera view shifted to her room right now. The date and time on the screen matched the current time. Someone, or something, was recording her live from somewhere inside her house. Her stomach twisted. Slowly, she turned toward the mirror on her wall, the one she had covered with a blanket days ago. The cloth was gone. The mirror was uncovered again. And this time, it wasn't her reflection staring back. It was Jake. Emma, his voice came out softly, echoing like it was underwater. His face looked pale and cracked, like he had been there for years. "Please, help me." Emma stepped closer, tears forming in her eyes. "Jake, is that really you?" He nodded slowly. "You have to break it before midnight ends." She looked at her clock. It was 11:47 p.m. Her hands shook as she grabbed the small metal lamp from her desk. "If this breaks, you'll come back?" Jake's reflection nodded again, desperate. Emma lifted the lamp high, ready to smash it. But right before she swung, another face appeared beside Jake's in the mirror. It was hers, but not her real one. The other Emma, the one from inside the glass. Her face was twisted, smiling, her eyes completely black. "Don't break it," the other Emma said softly. "If you break it, he stays forever." Emma froze. Her reflection smiled wider. "But if you come inside, you can both be free." The glass rippled like water. Emma's reflection reached a hand through it, cold and gray, stretching toward her. Emma stepped back. "No, this isn't real." The hand grabbed her wrist. She screamed, pulling away, but the strength on the other side was too strong. Her shoes slid across the floor. The lamp clattered to the ground. "Emma!" Jake shouted from inside the mirror. "Don't let it take you." She pulled with all her might, screaming as the mirror